Welcome to this week's 30-minute quick take. We're going to go over configuring and troubleshooting MAPI. Our goal for this quick take is to, at the end, have our attendees be able to identify a profile-related or a permission-related MAPI issue, and also know how to resolve either issue both in an automated or manual fashion. Our automated resolution is pretty simple. It's a matter of going into your servers as your super user and deleting MAPI profiles from the Outlook client profiles interface and control panel. After you've done that, it's a matter of simply restarting one service and trying to open up your mailbox once again inside of Archive Manager. The manual way, or the automatic way rather, the manual way is a little bit different, but the first several steps are the same. You go to the same spot, you delete the profiles the same way. The only difference is now you have to create the profile using a certain naming convention and binding it to your super user mailbox profile in Exchange. Stop the services, start the services in the same manner. It's quite literally just the difference of having to create those profiles on your own. Now, we will also see in our video presentation of an environment that's broken here in just a moment, a permissions issue as well. These commands here are used simply to address those. These commands will be made available along with the full presentation online, so all of our customers have quick access to them, of course. You may note that Exchange 2003 is not on here. The reason for that is it's quite different setting permissions in Exchange 2003, and you likely won't have to do this in Exchange 2003 simply because our permissions are set at a higher level than on the mailbox database level where these are set. We're going to be using an Exchange 2010 environment, so we will only be using the Exchange 2007/2010 command here. We won't be worrying about 2013 at all. And these are the two error messages we're going to see today. Obviously, the top one says that it's profile related. The big indicating factor here is the MAPI unconfigured that's right in the middle of this error message. Permission related, also key here is the failed to open IPM subtree at the very end of the message. These two things signify that it's a MAPI problem or a permission problem. I'm going to switch over to our broken environment so that you can see exactly the errors, and you may actually have seen these in your environment a time or two. You can see here we've got two mailboxes rather, selected, and if we try to open up either one of them, we're presented with a MAPI unconfigured error, as we can see on both. I'm going to walk us through the automated fix first, matter of stopping our MAPI service, which is right here, the MAPI services. Stop this. Go to Control Panel. Find your mail applet. Click on Show Profiles, and simply delete the entries that you have in here. Now, if we go back to our console after we have started our service, when we click on these profiles, we should see that they start to populate folders here. You'll notice that they still have the red icon here unless we refresh, in which case the icon is no longer there, and we're able to fully interface with the mailbox. Now, to that same level, I have moved test user 1 to a mailbox database that has no permissions for our super user on it. So we're going to see an error here. And we'll see that we have the failed to open IPM subtree error again. This actually is pretty simple to resolve as well. We just simply need to go to our Exchange 2010 server and apply this command that we have, which I've provided in the presentation previous, We run this command, and pretty quickly after, in some of our larger environments it may take a few more minutes than on here with this only being a couple of users, we should also be able to expand this mailbox and see mail. Now real quick, I am going to go back into the control panel, go back into the mail applet so that you can see that both of, well, the one item is created here. eProf signifies the profile for the exchange side of things or the console side of things. The prof, the second one that we saw in here before, is for scheduled archiving. And I'm just going to walk you through creating the prof one. The steps are the same regardless of whether you need to create eProf or prof. It's just a matter of adding the extra digit. And the prof underscore MAPI and the eProf underscore MAPI are never going to change. That's our prefix. It's hard-coded into our software. That's not going to change. The last part of this from the second underscore to the right is simply your exchange server name. Some of our larger environments may have cache arrays that are here. We may have load balance names. It's really our entry point to Exchange. And in most cases, the server name is sufficient. And from here, you can allow it to automatically create this account because we're logged in as the super user, and AutoDiscover should allow it to just automatically populate these entries. Now, that is really the end of the presentation. If we have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. I'm going to go ahead and pause screen sharing, and if you have any questions, please go ahead and feel free.